I do wrong, better give me the work. One like a jumper, I'm feeling like Dirk. My page are addy, they wanna come lurk. They only feel good if they post it on perks. Living my life and it comes with the perks. Knew I could fuck when she gave me the smirk, but it was so easy, it gave.
What's good? MarlonmadethatTV back with another video, and today I got Joseline's Cabaret, California, episode 6, you feel me? But before I get into my review, make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on post notification bells to be updated with all forms of new content. Now we finna jump straight into this motherfucker, you feel me? And Joseline asks Lexi Gold from last week, why is y'all fighting? Like, what is the reason for y'all doing this? So Lexi says that they tried to say that they couldn't be on the white team, and they weren't going for that. No, like, they're not running shit. G Baby and Sky, like, they're not gonna be the ones to dictate whether what team we could join and what we can. So as Sky is trying to explain to Joseline like what happened in the phase that she needs from getting jumped, Isis sneaks Sky and says it was a sneak for a sneak, and honestly that's fair game, you know what I'm saying? They both snuck each other, so hey, they should get a head up with each other, but hey, a sneak for a sneak, that's a fair game, you feel me? So Neek goes to Sky, I told you this yesterday. Neek says in her confessionals that you can ride for your friends, but when you got in the field, you're by yourself. No newbies or none of the new G's on your side went to jump in for you, so you better be careful with who you riding with. So the hottest flame actually calls out the OGs for jumping Sky. You know what I'm saying? She's like, that's not okay. That's not all right. Now I'm thinking, you know, she a pro wrestler. She about to do some damage. You know what I'm saying? Or not a pro wrestler, but she was a wrestler. So, you know, her athleticism is going to be over these girls because they only dance and work out prior to dancing, not, you know, wrestling. So the hottest flames of Ocean start the fighting, and she pulls a dolly. I'm not gonna lie. Hottest flame, she pulls a dolly, and her arm goes out of place. I think both arms were out of place, but maybe I'm wrong, but one of her arms definitely for sure got out of place. So she's like, oh, my arm out of place. So she goes outside in the front. She needs a paramedic. And then she's crying in her confessionals, saying she was sad that Sky had to get jumped and fight by herself. She didn't like that. So she's actually crying. I'm like, bro, do y'all even know each other for real? For you to be crying like this, your homegirl? Like, what the hell? After that, Sky says that she needs that from Erica because she ended up jumping in on her shit. So then Erica says, you know, she doesn't need that with Sky. You know, very scary. So Joseline gets on the table and, you know, warns all them, hey, don't turn her into a bitch. And if they want to fight or they need to fight, they need to get it out now before they do go to the challenge. So Sky ends up calling out Erica again, like, you want to fight? And she like, okay, we could do that. And I'm not gonna lie, that girl Sky made that bitch Erica fly, because oh my gosh, she had Erica swimming. Like, I'm talking about bing 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 bing. Now don't get it twisted, Erica did get some like clean hits in, but overall I'm gonna get at the Sky, man. Sky was really tearing her a new one. I ain't gonna hold you, she was pissed. So then Sky starts running, she crying and stuff like that. Her lip gets stuck like on her braces, like on some nasty ass shit. So I'm like, yeah. I'm like, ew. So the rest of the girls are just getting ready for the competition. Paramedics have to help Sky with her bruised lip because she needs medical attention crazy. So G Baby should go over there, check on Sky, you know, make sure she's okay. Because, you know, Sky really is taking a fade for G Baby for real. Because G Baby, I'm not gonna lie, like, like the first episode, whatever episode it was about the weed, okay, cool. I understand, show weed, you know what I'm saying? You might not want to share with niggas. That's fine. That's cool. I ain't, you know, but it's like her attitude. You could tell she's very like, I don't say bitchy, but like you could just tell she has like this like demeanor of like she's maybe not be the most nicest person when she talks to you. It's just she has a more harder tone. You know, some people just talk with a more tense tone, you know? So G Baby just talks with a tense tone. So she talks in her confessionals, oh, what are y'all supposed to do or what are y'all gonna do? Like, and yeah, I'm injured, but I'm not gonna be injured for long and all this. But I'm like, why are you speaking on fade? And Lady Fade, why are you speaking on fades? And you're injured. You can't conduct a fade and you injure. You a Markiana. Because G Baby for real, like, what? Like, that don't even make sense. So the ladies are on their way to go do the challenge, and it's like this rock climbing thing. So on one bus, they speak on about Lexi and Sky having, you know, tension or beef or whatever. And T Love said they thought Lexi was being a little fake because it was like you claim that you don't mess with them or rock with them, but you over there talking to them and chatting and you coming back here. But Lexi said that it was really it was really G Baby that was speaking on Isis and not really Sky. So she didn't understand as to why Sky wanted to fight her when it was really G Baby who had the issue with Isis joining the team. And Lexi Go overheard it and went into Isis, right? So it cuts to the other bus, and Miss Natural asks Sky who she fought and who jumped in. So Miss Kanaya said that she didn't jump in. The only reason why she didn't jump in the fight was because she got to actually know and fuck with Isis and Lexi Gold. That's the reason why she didn't jump in. So Sky makes like this kind of face like, yeah, alright, bitch, like you just weird. You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch, but you gotta watch them, yo. But at the end of the day, you can't expect somebody you didn't know. Like, yes, y'all are newbies and y'all did come in together, so there is that kind of sisterhood. But at the end of the day, individually, y'all don't know each other and y'all competing individually for 50K. So you got to be more mindful about the shit that, you know, goes on. Oh, Jane Doe says G Baby needs to chill back because if she's injured and can't do nothing, Sky is only fighting alone on her behalf, which isn't fair. G Baby says she may be injured, but her mouth isn't and won't be injured for long. And honestly, I just think you need to chill because you couldn't even do shit with Oceans. And you were fine before, because I'm pretty sure she got injured before she... No, she got injured after she fought Oceans. So you were fine before that. You know what I'm saying? You weren't really giving Oceans no work. So I don't really see you doing that. You know what I'm saying? G Baby, just fall back. You know what I mean? So on Sky's bus, the ladies are planning to get... When they get back to the house and they're done with the challenges, they're gonna do a jump, or they're ending up taking phase for Sky because they didn't like how she ended up getting jumped. Danny and Chinks and Jane Doe, I think some of the new girls, Miss Natural wasn't a part of it, but they did say like, you know, we're gonna ride for you. We're not gonna let them just do that to you. You feel me? The other bus says that G Baby needs to stop popping it off camera. And like I said, like she just seems like she's got this tense tone when she talk to you, or this condescending tone. So it's like, I could tell her mouth get her in a lot of shit. So, you know, I'm not there, so who knows? So they end up pulling to the rock climbing place, you feel me? They ready to compete, get that shit on. So Joseline ends up telling the girls once both teams arrive that they are competing for a spot in the I Like The Way You Are video. You see it in the intro, so you could clearly see who got in the music video, but it's really dope. So that's when the instructor intervenes and, you know, tells them how to climb up safely and how to grapple down safely so they're able to, you know, do what they do. T-Love says she's a bad bitch and bad bitches ain't scared of nothing. That should have you rolling. I ain't gonna lie, T-Love has been the most funniest this far. I don't care what nobody say. T-Love has had me the most, like, so far these 6 episodes of what's been happening, yo, T-Love might be the funniest. I'm not gonna lie. So they climb. So they have to climb up, and whoever team gets the most points first, then that team... Oh, yeah, whoever gets a point first, that team wins whoever has the most points. Egypt says she's not satisfied with her team because she got nothing but big booty bitches on her team. So she don't know how that's going to work out. She don't know how that's going to work out with them going up and down. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a lot of booty on the weight. You know what I'm saying? Too much booty in the pants. Shout out Renee. So, we get first round, Denny versus Neek. Neek ended up winning. Second round, Denny versus Drea. Oh, no. Jane Doe versus Drea. And Jane Doe ended up winning. Oceans versus Natural. Natural wins. Isis versus Sky. Isis wins. Miss Kenya versus T-Love. T-Love wins. Egypt versus Chinks. Egypt wins clear. Chinks gets stuck. And she damn sure don't know how to get down. You know what I'm saying? Like, she don't know how to, like, climb down and... like properly, like she got literally scared. So Lexi Gold ends up doing her shit. And she ends up getting stuck too, like, feel me? Joseline says, how are you scared to come down? Y'all both got the same pimp, so that means y'all like the same dick, and y'all both afraid of heights. Same body, same booty, same shape. I'm like, why she stay talking shit to that? You know she dead wrong. Like, that shit crazy. Then we get Sky versus Erica. Sky ends up winning. So after that, white team ends up winning that round, like, clearly unanimously, but that's because they had more players. And nobody was really on the black team. Like, they couldn't go twice. It was like white team had more players and there was nothing they could do about it. So that was clear. So Joseline announces they have another challenge to do at home, and it's something correlated to food. So she's like, damn. So they getting ready to go home. White squad get on their bus. Black squad get on their bus. Ocean says she didn't injure Flame. She felt like, she was doing too much and tried to, fight her, and then she ended up getting injured. That was just something on her behalf. And T Love says she doesn't like how some of them are just here and they need to stop sitting around and not actually doing nothing. They need to try to dance and practice and stuff like that, because we working hard, putting our, pain in, and they just sitting around. That's not cool. Erica says if it's eating bugs, she'll go home because it's not worth the 50K. Because she knew it. They all knew it wasn't about to be no regular food or nothing that wasn't about to mess up their palates. So she's like, man, I can make 50K back at home. And if that's the case, why are you on the show? If you can make 50K at the crib, why are you doing Joseline's Cabaret, So they ended up getting back to the house for the food challenge. White team came with that motherfucking energy. You feel what I'm saying? They came in with a whole new slogan. Black team got there, the season 6, and then white team came in with a whole new energy. I'm like, oh shit. So, and why they zoom on Danny titties when she lifted up her shirt? I don't know what that was about. That was just okay. So Joseline, she's talking to the girls, and she feels as though some girls are, they're not appreciative of the 50K or the opportunity for the 50K, and she wants them to start showing more respect to her about, the competition and just them being in the cabaret. So then Joseline ends up calling out Love and asking her, why is she here, and using up all her utilities. You use up all my food, my lights, my drinks, and all this, and you're not participating. You're just here. So then Love started to explain, her conditions and stuff like that. And Joseline said, well, if you got a heart condition, why are you here? Like, what is your purpose here? And that is true. Like, I didn't understand that. Like, Love, if you have, mental or anxiety, panics, or holes in your heart, or things of that nature, Joseline Cabaret is damn sure not the place you need to be. You need to focus on your health, be healthy, be in an environment where you're not constantly under stress and anxiety. You feel me? Because working with Joseline, if you have not seen the other 5 seasons, my nigga, that shit will put you under stress. So I don't know, man. It's just looking like the clout. So Joseline said the girls who win get a one-on-one with her by the pool, and to show more of themselves to her, get to know them personally one-on-one, and to see, where their head at is for the cabaret and touring and for the future and shit like that. So she tells them that they have to pick 4 ladies from each team to go up and try the food. If they don't try the food, then they are less likely to get the 50K. You feel me? They can still compete for the 50K, but it's going to be less likely because you're not invested in the challenges. She pulls out and tells them they got to eat chicken foot and noodles. Ew, what the fuck? And she talking about yeah, I used to eat chicken feet to the bone. Now listen, a chicken thigh, a chicken breast, a drum roll, I rock with. But chicken foot, now we gotta draw the line somewhere, man. You know what I'm saying? We can't eat all the chicken. You know what I'm saying? I get we eat chicken, but we can't eat all of the chicken. They goddamn feet. And I'm talking about, this ain't no chicken feet where it's seasoned. You know what I'm saying? This is some good chicken and noodles feet. Like, you know how you could season the noodles and all that? No, they gave them cooked, just boiled noodles with like a boiled or cooked, non-seasoned, by the way, chicken foot. Ew. And Danny. Ew. Because Danny took, I don't, listen, it's a bone in that. You're not even supposed to swallow it whole. Danny swallowed the fucking chicken foot and noodles whole. I damn near threw up. Oh, ew. Just fucking ew. So, Andrea's confession that she's just like, man, we just gotta do challenges, man. This is not it. So her grills ended up falling out her mouth. That was funny. And she was like, yeah, somebody else gonna have to tag in, because I can't do this. Drea is throwing up. Like, she's eating the noodle. Like, she's putting it in her mouth, but she's throwing it back up. She cannot consume this. All the girls who eating the chicken noodle, they're not feeling it. They just like, ew, what the fuck? Ew, what the fuck? So they just, not for her. So Drea throwing the fuck up. She start throwing up. T-Love start throwing up. This shit is nasty, like, it's just disgusting. Danny ate the bone. Mind you, they weren't not supposed to eat the bone. So Joseline is like, okay, y'all did that challenge. That was fine. That was cool or whatever. So then she says a new 4 has to step up. So a new 4 has to step up because there's another plate. There's another challenge. So they're like, all right, cool. So they set the girls up. Boom. What the fuck was that shit cockroach cake bun? What the fuck was that? Like, I don't know what the fuck the chef was making. I don't know I think it was a piece of cake or a honey bun. a coffee cake. I don't know, but it was a big ass roach. And mind you, it wasn't just roaches. It was like roaches, cockroaches, tarantulas. It was different bugs on the plates. So they like, ew, what the fuck? Oh hell nah, cause what you eating, like, you know? And G baby, I will agree with you on this, cause she was like, what the fuck does this got to do with dancing? Me eating a cockroach? What is this? You know what I'm saying? So, and that's right, cause who the fuck want to eat just a cockroach? Jane Doe funny as fuck. She was like, man, I had to play how to put it in my mouth. I was like, ah, you know what I'm saying? She ate it, but she's like, oh hell no. Neek and Lexi was not fucking with the eating the cockroach. They was like, man, fuck the 50K. They was like, man, fuck that 50K. You know what I'm saying? She was like, I love you, Joseline, but I'm not eating no fucking cockroach. She's like, baby, when we saw that cockroach, yeah, no. Like, oh man, oh, it's just nasty. So Joseline like, oh, y'all don't want to eat it, y'all don't want to eat it. So she was like really disappointed that Neek and Lexi didn't eat the bug cake or the cockroach bun. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what was going on. I don't know. So she's like, okay, I'm kind of disappointed in y'all because I expected more from Neek and Lexi. You feel me? So she's like, okay, y'all less likely to compete for the 50K, but we got one more challenge that could keep you in. So then she's just like, okay, bring them out. She brings out this fucking glass with fucking bugs in it. And I'm like, why? Like, what type of fear factor shit you got going on, bro? Like, this the Cabaret. This for dancing, bro. This is not no Joe Rogan ad fear factor. You tweaking. So she bring these like glasses and shit. It got the noodles from earlier, the fucking cockroaches, the milk, hot sauce, Louis Vuitton shoes, everything mixed into this fucking drink, right? So I'm like, ew, like, what the fuck is that? So no, she's like, oh yeah, and bugs on top. But she said, yeah, we picked bugs from the air and put it in the drink. Now, you know that's nasty. Talking about some she had one earlier. And this was protein. Nigga, you nasty. Joseline, I ain't gonna lie. You would have to run me to, hey, I'm like, what are we doing? Ew. So, I can't even say it. Joseline had the bugs and shit like, So then she tries to get the girls, like, literally, I think she trying to make them bitches sick. You know what I'm saying? So she's like, cheers up, you know. She had all of them drink it. They all, you know. This is the end of the episode, but they all drink it, or, you know, some of them drink it. They all gagging, throwing the fuck up, and I bet they are. That shit nasty, that nasty ass concoction. Some just taking it like a shot. I'm like, they got milk, bugs, and shit. But the episode ends there. This episode is really funny, entertaining, and this shit was wild, off the charts. Like, I'm like, oh no, like, for me. But hey, you stayed to the end. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. You must be updated with all forms of new content. And I'll see y'all next week with a new video. Yay!